immune response, the bone marrow produces lots of PMNs, most of which are neutrophils. Neutrophils use a process called phagocytosis, and that's where they get near a pathogen and reach around it with their cytoplasm to swallow it whole, so that it ends up in a phagosome. From there, the neutrophils can destroy the pathogen using two methods. They can use their cytoplasmic granules or oxidative burst. First, the cytoplasmic granules fuse with the phagosome to form the phagolysosome. The granules contain molecules that lower the pH of the phagolysosome, making it very acidic, and that kills about 2% of the pathogens. Now, the neutrophil doesn't stop there. It keeps swallowing up more and more pathogens until it's full of pathogens, and at that point it unleashes the oxidative burst. During an oxidative burst, the neutrophil produces lots of highly reactive oxygen molecules like hydrogen peroxide. These molecules start to destroy nearby proteins and nucleic acids. This process ends up killing the neutrophil, but each neutrophil takes out a lot of pathogens with it. Now, in comparison to neutrophils, eosinophils and basophils are far less common. They both contain granules that contain histamine and other pro-inflammatory molecules. Eosinophils stain pink with the dye eosin, which is where they get their name. Eosinophils are also phagocytic, and they're best known for fighting large and unwieldy parasites because eosinophils are much larger than neutrophils and have receptors that are specific for parasites. Unlike neutrophils and eosinophils, basophils are non-phagocytic. They stain blue with the dye hematoxylin. And like eosinophils, they can be helpful at combating large parasites, but also cause inflammation in asthma and allergy responses. Finally, there are mast cells, which are also non-phagocytic, and they're involved in asthma and allergic responses. Next up are the monocytes, macrophages, and dendritic cells, which are phagocytic cells. They gobble up pathogens, present antigens, and release cytokines, which are tiny molecules